Whenever you're feeling bad about your car payment or how upside down you might be in your car, just don't forget that there's a husband out there whose wife doesn't understand the value of money and forced him to sign for a $1,500 a month Yukon XL. He's struggling to pay for it right now, but his wife, likes it, so he's got to keep paying for it.
Time to get a new wife. I'm joking, but seriously, I don't understand why people do this to themselves. Like, these banks are literally turning you into an infinite money glitch, bro. They do this to they do this to countless people. We see it, but people still do it. The interest on that loan is going to be insane, bro. And the vehicle's like worth half of its value as soon as you drive off of it. That's dumb.
I saw this interesting article from the Washington Post about why it's becoming so expensive to buy a car in America, and it broke my brain. The out-the-door price for a new car is now 30% higher than it was in 2019. It's about $50K. The average payment to buy a new vehicle is $800? $800? Number one, I'm vindicated. I bought used and it's gonna be paid off before May. Two, what? 1 in 5, it's over $1,000. Like, never mind the fact that American auto companies price gouge the fuck out of people and we get less features while people in China can pay like what's the equivalent of 20,000 USD and get cooler shit. Anyways, just to like get that out of the way, how can you ever justify paying $1,000 a month just for the privilege of having the car sit still? Not to drive it, not to insure it, just to have it sit still. The delinquency rates are also really high. The delinquency rates on loans are also high, which makes originating new loans have higher prices because the bank needs to make up for the fact that they're losing money from people not paying them. You know, because you need a car in these bitch-ass country, you need a car! Why do I even need to own one? I'm having like such an interesting moment right now because I feel happy because I know that I just want a car that gets me from point A to point B.
For the past year, I've had to listen to my coworkers tell me to get a new car, to upgrade. I have a 2010 Crown Victoria that's completely paid off. I pay $100 in insurance every month, and that's all it takes for me to get to point A to point B, plus gas. But I've looked at some of their payments. Somebody had a new Honda. He's paying over $1,000, dude. For his insurance and his car payment, it's literally more than my rent. Why on God's green earth would I ever do that? They don't seem to understand. Like, there's a reason why we don't have railway systems like Japan has, like high-speed railway systems in the US. All of this stuff goes hand in hand. They're in bed with each other. The insurance companies, our politicians, like, they pay them to not let us advance. So come on, people.
Y'all, my damn hair hurt. I was on TikTok trying to talk to this young lady. She said the reason she get a new car every 2 years, she get a brand new car every 2 years, is because she don't want to have to worry about when the car break down. And I said, okay, what is your definition of the car breaking down? She said she don't have to worry about stuff like tire rotation, oil change the brakes, little shit like that. And I was like, sweetheart, come sit down. Please just sit down. You do realize all the shit that you name is cheaper than the car note that you're paying every month, and then that shit don't break down every month. So once you finish paying that stuff off, let's say your car is paid off, you need some new tires, you need an oil change, whatever the fuck it is. That stuff is still cheaper than paying the car note every month. Once you pay for that stuff that you need to get fixed, you don't have to ever worry about paying a car note for the next months ahead. And it's not just her, it's a lot of people that I work with who think like that. Why is your car note $1,700? Why are you driving around in something that you can, that's like rent. That's like paying rent or mortgage. Why is your car note just as high as rent or mortgage and you are okay with that?
My rent is $1,250. She's paying more for that, for just her car plus insurance. That's crazy. And the reason why her payment is so high is because that negative equity is going into the next loan that she keeps on getting every 2 years. Yeah, it's financial literacy, but it's also her just not wanting to deal with regular maintenance. That's not a breakdown. I got a flat tire.
2015 Cadillac Escalade ESV, 182,000 miles. He owes 35 grand, bro. Sheesh. Highest offer received, 13. And he got 0 down to put down. Giving you a call regarding the 2020 Range Rover that you inquired about. I do understand that you have a 2015 Cadillac for trade-in as well.
I'm getting kind of, just discouraged. I made a bad deal and now I'm stuck with way too much negative equity.
It's not paid off?
Not paid off, no.
182,000 miles?
Yep, still owe 35 is to pay off.
What do you mean, 35 grand?
There's a reason why they don't teach financial literacy in school. Well, they do, but it's an elective. I took it in high school, but it wasn't a part of the core curriculum. The world runs off stupid people. The less you know, the more money you're willing to give up because you want something short-term gain for long-term pain. Now look at him. He's getting content made off of him. 35 grand for a car that's almost at 200,000 miles. That's insane.